All right. How's that looking? Yeah. That would be more ideal, wouldn't it? That sort of angle. Maybe back a little bit so you can see everything. All right. Well, I said I was going to get off. First of all, hello. It's still hot here. I also said I was going to get this done by Christmas. It's Christmas tomorrow. And it's not done. But we're going to keep at it. So since last time, this is still a cluster. Because it being so close, as I'm sure most people have been, insanely busy trying to organise stuff for Christmas and getting gifts out to people and getting gifts for people and organising stuff that's not going to be open over the Christmas break. So, like a lot of people, I have been stupendously busy. So I haven't even had a chance to come back and look at this in the meantime, but I have had plenty of time to think about it. So, what we are going to do is just double check with these things here, and I'm hoping I'm not, but there's a strong possibility I may be out of battery on this. But with these things here, now remember last time I was saying that was a complete bird's nest? It still is, but in all this, there may be a solution to be found if we're lucky, which. Yeah, if the past is anything to go off of, yeah, there's not a whole lot of luck to be found here, but you know what? We can still try. Anyway, with this thing, what I've been thinking about is I still have no idea what these little junctions are here, but I know that one of them runs from the old bloody box up top to the box down the bottom. That's a terrible way of putting it. It runs from the wiring up the top, the main switch, and it apparently does go through something, but where this was the tricky part last time that we had trouble with, and there's paint on this, so at some point something's happened that wasn't supposed to happen, but there is paint on this, which we got the black white, and according to this chart there is no black white, so still not entirely sure what they were talking about with that one. And then we've got this other thing which plugs into something. I think that might be for the headlight, but it's actually not because it doesn't plug into the headlight. So that switch block plugs into something, and there's nothing here that actually corresponds with that one. There is something that corresponds with, let's go find it now, this one here, and that is this one here, which comes from C, which is apparently the oil neutral and start indicator, allegedly. That one plugs into there. That wiring is good to go. And so is, oh shit, I need that. Anyway, that's the tricky part, is we know what all this stuff does. Right hand indicator, no, that's not for that one. Where did the right hand indicator go? Oh, that's left hand, Stooge. We're looking for right hand indicator, which is still attached. So I'll put that back in there, and we'll just cinch that up just a little bit more, so it can't go walkabout on us again. Now where do you fall off B? Right hand indicator. That is the right hand indicator. Oh, now we're getting a call. Terrible timing. Anyway. Yeah, so this apparently is B, but we already know that's not right. So that one belongs up there. That one can go in the bin. Basically, we're trying to figure out where shit goes. And we got these 1, 2, 3, 4 here that have wires coming into them that don't plug into anything, that go somewhere. Where? We don't know. And the wiring diagram, whoever rewired this has not followed the wiring diagram. So it's kind of like a puzzle that I can't figure out. But anyway, what I was thinking about in the time that I didn't get to work on this, but I had plenty of time to think about it, is these wires, you know, like on a lot of them, except I think with this one's the only exception. We got one in, one out. So it stands to reason that there's a question to be had here that if we got one in, one out for each of these wires, why is the box there? Maybe someone can help me with that. Maybe these are like little, they haven't got any markings on them, that they're fuse boxes or anything like that. And the only fuse boxes on this one are at the back. And why would you put inline fuses somewhere where you can't reach them, is my question. So I'm just thinking, to clean up this wiring, there is a strong possibility that I could possibly just cut these. But then it's like, what other issues is that going to cause if I cut them? So it's probably better to just leave them in place, to be honest. But apparently they do have like little, oh look at that, you can open them up. No you can't, yes you can. What's that little box for then? It's got this box thing on it, I can take it off. I just don't know what it's there for. And then this black thing, what's this black thing for? Nobody knows. I've consulted many people and no one knows what this black thing is for. It's just a random junction box. Something plugs into it. And again, no one really knows what plugs into it. We got 4 points and we do have something here. And apparently something goes back to the fuse box. But I think in terms of cleaning up the wiring, it's really just a matter of doing shit like this, like pulling that back through and getting stuff that we can out of the road, because it is a tangled mess. And it's kind of like, you know, when you get a big coil of rope and you're trying to undo the rope and it seems to knot itself more. That's kind of what's happening here, except it's with wires, and I know very little about wires, so I can't cut anything and put it back together. I mean, I probably can put it back together. I know enough about soldering to be able to do that, but I'd rather not, you know, because it's like, what if something goes wrong? So instead, we're going to do this the old-fashioned, grit your teeth, bear it, put up with it, bloody nonsense way. Still trying to figure out where all of these different boxes come into play, basically, is where we're at. So we got a whole bunch of wires coming out of every which way. We're now at the point where it's less tangled than it was before, so we can probably start putting stuff back together. Bella, Macy, dogs. Anyway, we're at the point where we could probably start putting stuff back together. But before we do that, we then need to run the wires on these bad boys, because these need to be connected up now. So I suppose we may as well do that. And we know that they're going to need to come in through there, up under there, and thread in, and then they plug in this way, and then we chuck the housing for this thing here back on. Still can't tell whether it's aluminium or it's got sawdust on it from Christmas gift making. Still can't tell whether it's aluminium or plastic. I think it's a little bit of both. But we can put this back on, thread everything through, and then hook it all back up, turn the ignition on, and start testing stuff. And actually, maybe we should just plug it all back in before we do that, just in case I need to quickly pull things apart because they're catching fire. So, oh, we got a message retracted. Excellent. Anyway, like I said, I've got low battery on my phone. It's hot here, so this won't be a very long live stream, but we're going to start plugging stuff back in. I did keep these because these do have a place, allegedly. This all belongs somewhere. So I made a concerted effort to not throw out anything that I pulled off, except the old switch box are going to go, because chances are at some point I will need these, and I need that for the headlamp. Not the headlamp, headlight, that's the one. Even though the connection I've got for the headlight on this one is a different connection to what I've got here. So that's another problem we're going to have to figure out at some point. There is something here that is supposed to fit into this. What that is, yet to find out. But there's only one way we can find out, and that's just by giving it a go, I suppose. Ow! That hurt. Anyway, so we know that's for the headlight. The only problem is we now need to re-shrink some shrink wrap, and this thing's got to get run through here, and that connects to. No, that's just alfoil from my tinfoil hat making days. So these are all the ones. Oh, where'd you go? Not those ones. All these here. These are all the ones that plugged into our lamp. Now we've got green to green, so that one there. And the beauty is I actually have more of these fittings. These like bullet type ones. They just snap in, real handy to use. I do have more of them, but we've only got 3. So that's the thing. There's a little like extra wires here that I actually don't know what the point of them was. That's yellow to yellow, and then we should have. I've got 2 connections in there. So that's ground. So I presume that would be ground. So you go yellow to yellow with red as well. Yellow and red. And then you got your green to green. Then we've got a random blue wire, which would be for this one here. But that one doesn't accept this fitting. So, stands to reason there'd be a different fitting for that one as well. See, and this is where it gets messy. And it's like a not so fun puzzle. So we've got more yellow here. So if we go to our headlight, we should have, according to this, a green, a yellow, and a blue. Yep. And we got our, where's the smaller light on this one? The headlight 12 volt. So green and yellow. And those ones we have clear points to plug into. And we've got a blue as well, which connects to the switcheroony. So, where's our little light? That's what I'm wondering. Flash pilot light. Yeah. That's the thing. This one's not really mentioned. There's a lot of parts on this that aren't mentioned on the wiring diagram. How you going, Big Josh? Big Josh 420. What a name. Yeah, so there's a lot of parts that aren't mentioned on this thing, which is really, really annoying. If you can't tell, I'm actually kind of annoyed by that. But basically, there's parts within the headlamp that apparently don't exist on the wiring diagram, but they definitely do exist in there. And there's a couple shortfalls, and it's trying to fill the gaps in between that. It's like a puzzle that's just sometimes really not all that fun to figure out, but figure it out we must, because we've got to put this thing back together. Said I was going to get it done by Christmas, and it's Christmas. That's front flasher light. Yeah, right. Rear flasher, flasher relay. We don't need that one. There is a lamp here somewhere. License light, that's for the back. Tail stop light, that's also for the back. You know, given the name tail light. Yeah, but this thing, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to put that back together because it's that rusted. It's you're 35. That's glad to hear that. Do you have any experience in wiring bikes? That's enough. Oi, girls, come here. Do you have any experience in wiring bikes? Because I really need some advice at the moment. We're going to go with a switch block that we know we actually can fit, and that's this one here. So, it's going to carefully, very carefully, make sure I'm running these correctly. I might chuck, yeah, I think I will. I'll chuck a little bit more shrink wrap on that one, and thankfully I have a lighter here somewhere. 4 set shrink wrap. Also, I apologise in advance, I've been sick. So hopefully I don't make any of you sick through the camera. No, but for real, I have been sick. So if I sniff and stuff, I apologise in advance for that. So we've got our black, bit of that, bit of this, bit of that. I'm going to need our Stanley knife. Be easier if I had scissors that worked. Anyway, also more exciting news. There will be live streams to do with just working on a new house, because myself and Hannah managed to buy a house. So we will. Took us a little bit. Didn't look like it was going to happen for a little bit there, because we had parties, not the people we were buying it off of, but people that were buying my house, and the people that we wanted to buy the house off of, they were buying a house at the same time, and the people that were buying the house off of me up north really were being pains, and nearly the deal nearly didn't happen because of them. But in the end, we found something that everybody agreed to, and I've just completely stuffed that. Basically, everything's gone well. Everything's gone well. It nearly looked like it wasn't going to go well for a little bit there. And then it ended up actually, coming through, and I wouldn't say all parties were completely satisfied, but at the end of the day, we all got what we wanted. Yeah. Could have been worse. Could have fallen through, but it didn't, and I am very grateful for that fact. So, everything at this point in time, these scissors are terrible. They don't even cut. Wowee. I've never used such terrible scissors, ever, in my life. That really does not work at all, does it? Okay. I just need to cut it enough to be able to wrap it around this thing so I can shrink it down. Even then, I might just have to. Yeah, I'm just going to have to use electrical tape. Bugger it. Oh well. But we've got a roll of electrical tape sitting around for. Anyway, so yeah, that's the exciting news on our front. Managed to buy a house, especially in this economy, in this market. If you can do it, there is a little bit of stress involved. I'm not going to lie, I will not feed any false promises to people. There is a little bit of stress involved in buying a house, but to have your own space, like we haven't moved in yet, but to have our own space is definitely going to be worth it. Yeah, we're quite excited about it. And best part, I'm a bit of a gardener, so it's not going to lie, it's been a tiny bit painful being in a rental house, because there's only so much you can do with the garden. But this new house, completely blank canvas. There's no trees, no garden beds, no flowers, nothing. There's no garden beds in at all. So we have a complete blank canvas to work with. It's an older house, needs a lot of work done. So if you want to see DIY videos, want to see me stuff like that as well, let me know. But basically, yeah, it's complete blank canvas. Plenty of work to be done. So I'm going to be outside of doing stuff like this. I'm going to be a busy man over the next couple of years, I guess. But yeah, blank canvas yard. That's the most exciting part for me. Is there's a lot of potential in the house, and you can put a wall here, knock down a wall there. Nah, I'm more interested in planting trees and sunflowers, mate. That's where I'm at. Yeah, really excited to get into that. But will you go through, you bastard? Here we go. Alright. So, your companion, your friend here, what do they have? Exact same block as that, I believe. Yes, and then we have one of those. Oop. My bad. Have one of those, and then we have one of those. And this one's got two. That is awfully strange. Oh well. It's close enough, and close enough is good enough in this case, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work with close enough. So we're looking at, that's a right. I do genuinely forget my lefts and rights sometimes. Not like when I'm facing something. When something's facing me, I get confused real easy with that stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna try and keep you free of all of this wiring. So, where are we? We are looking at the handle switch right hand side. And it's telling me that, oh, there's a connection between the two of you. Ah! So that's talking about those wires. They go. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Hold on, what am I on about? Hey, yo, wait up. Don't tell me you're a different connection. Oh, that's an oversight, isn't it? That's a bit goofy. Yuck. Oh, well. Good thing I have experience removing it. Oh, wait. There are way more wires in that one. Eh? Oh. Nothing can ever be straightforward and simple, can it? There's always got to be some sort of bloody... something to come in and make everything difficult. Okay, so we've got our red and yellow there. We've got our blue. Just blue, it's not blue and white. It's just blue, yeah. Just blue, which I can probably confidently say is that one there. That one's only got two. And there was one of these little doohickeys somewhere. Where did I see it? Oh, maybe I'm imagining things. Oh no, that's terrible. Handle switch. So we're supposed to have red, white, red, white. Again, I apologise for this sniffing. It's probably going to annoy the crap out of you. Red, yellow. Yeah, so we've got red, white. And you reckon 3 wires when I've got 4 coming in here. I reckon you're talking shit. That ain't right at all. Man, why has everything got to be so confusing with this bloody thing? Alright, I guess we're taking apart an old switch then. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. We just got to find the bloody tab in there. Not what I wanted to be doing on Christmas Eve. Yeah, okay, well that is problematic, isn't it? I think I actually need to get a different wiring diagram, to be honest, because this one's really not helping all that much. It's helping for some things, but then it's for others it really isn't. Oh, so we've got black. Handle switch. That's an L, so it's blue wire, that's you there. That goes to light. I don't specify what part of the light it goes to, but I suppose we'll figure that out. Yeah, that's really frustrating. Oh well. Oh well, you win, some you lose. So the one that plugs into you has a red, yellow, a red, white. Got a red, white, got a red, yellow. Should have got two red, whites. Yeah, and then a blue, white. Which isn't listed on here again. What the fuck is going on with this wiring, man? Who did this? Oh, brother. Brother, I regret opening this thing up now. Talk about a can of worms. Oh, I think I'm actually going to have to call an expert on this one too. I'm kind of at a loss here, eh? That is bloody ridiculous. It's sky blue here. You connect to something. I know you do. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, hold on. Okay, now I'm starting to read this a little bit better. So that's a junction. So that's two blues into one blue. And that comes off of what? It comes off of your lights. There's two light circuits. We had two blues go into one. Yeah, we're not looking at that at the moment. What does this switch control? Got ignition, lights on, off. That's it. That's all. It's ignition, lights on, off. Should be nothing else. It don't control nothing else. So, what we can do there is we can trace our way back. I'm thinking, maybe this will work. Ignition. Oh, sorry, again. Spark plug, contact breaker, ignition coil. It's apparently red, white. So red, white should be coming out. And that goes to there. So, your connection, which should, for the folks at home, be the 4-pin one, that one there. This is the handy part. It's red, white. There's two wires there that are red, white. There's one that's probably red, yellow, but it looks very suspect. It could just be an aged white. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. And because it's the ignition coil, not that I know a whole lot about electricity, but I feel like it deals with a lot of voltages or a lot of current, just something basically that will melt wires if I do this wrong. So I need to be very careful about which one I connect to where. Anyway, so this one has a red, white, red, yellow, which stands to reason that they have, someone somewhere has done the wrong wires. Because this one has a chocolate coming into it as well. There's no chocolate on this one here. And that's where it's apparently supposed to connect. Yeah, just double checking that now. That's where it's supposed to connect, so, oh, fuck it. So we're gonna have a go. Alright, so ignition coil. There should be a single red, white line that comes from this massive heap of wires here. That's red, yellow. Should be a single red, white. There is not a single red, white in there. They all come in pairs. But they both go into here. So we've got one there and one there. Which apparently isn't even correct according to this. So on you, where's your red, white? You apparently don't have one. You got a red, yellow, and that's it. Brother, you control the ignition. Why do you not have a color-coded wire? Am I wrong, or did someone wire this incorrectly? I feel like someone wired this incorrectly. I feel like I'm trying to figure it out on the presumption that it's being done by the book, but maybe that's my first mistake, is presuming that it's being done by the book. Okay, so we know... Oh, God. I really don't want to stuff this up. because I've put a lot of hours into this bike, and if it catches fire, I won't be very happy. But we definitely have red, white, red, yellow, red, white, which they're supposed to go on the switch. So there's two next to each other. That's the one there. Yeah. These two are supposed to be there. That one's supposed to be there. Still don't know where, at what point this blue and white one comes in, because it's not on here. We don't even have a code there for it. Alright. Now starts the sleuthing part. So we know we've got a blue-white wire somewhere. And I'm going to go back here and trace, find our blue-white. Unless it's just a random dead-end wire. There you are. Where do you go? You go down there. Right down deep into the guts of the motor. There you go. Where do you go? I don't even know. Okay. Well, you have to come from somewhere. We know that much. Blue-white controls something. But because it all junctions off by itself. Okay, you actually literally connect to nothing. Apparently. There's a whole bunch of connections back here that have nothing connected to them, and blue-white is connected to nothing. It's probably supposed to be connected to something, but what that something is, I don't know. And all the lights were working before, so yeah, we're just going to say blue-white's out of play. We don't need to worry about blue-white. We've just confirmed it. It's connected to zilch, zero, nothing. So blue-white's not connected to anything. So what we can do is figure out which one of these wires is controlling the ignition, because that is something we don't want to get wrong. We've got snap fittings, and on this one, there's literally a block. The block plugs into the block. But this one also had, so we had a 3-position switch for lights. That one's only 2-position. It's like on and off. 3 positions for the ignition, well, not the ignition, but that button, and then we also had a start button which never worked anyway, which is probably what the blue and white connection is for, I'd say. So start, yeah, there you go, I just figured it out. So the blue is for the starter button located on the handlebars, but a lot of models didn't have that. So the blue and white really, I hate to say it, it has no place. Yeah. Okay, so blue and white, don't need to worry about that. This doesn't have a starter button, so we don't need to worry about that. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to now do the unthinkable and unscrew it and have a look inside. And I absolutely hate doing that because one of these screws, it's like a reconditioned, it's a reconditioned bloody, what's the word? Switch block. Reconditioned switch block. So, and it's also got the throttle cable in it, obviously. And I still am waiting on my JIS screwdriver set to arrive here, so I've got to finagle it with bloody. So green and ooh, what color is that? It's like snake skin. That's weird. Black. So you're green and black. You're blue. Just want to make sure I don't stuff this up. So I'm going to double check. Yeah, green and black are our ignition. Points for ignition. Yeah. It's green and black. Remember that for me, green and black, because I'm probably going to forget it. Green and black's ignition. Everything else is lights. We don't really care about that too much. Which, Kind of really stuffs me up for, you know, color coding things, but whatever. Do what we can. So I'm not going to tighten that fully. I'm just going to cinch it so I can sit there. Yeah, I want to try and get this wiring done so I can take it into where I work. And guys can have a look at it in their downtime. There's a couple of them that are like, what was it? What did we say? It's green and black, wasn't it? What kind of bike is that? One that's in pieces at the moment. No, it's a 1979 XS, Yamaha XS250. It's going to be a really good bike once I get it running. But at the moment, it's not running, which is a pain. So these ones, that's the ones we definitely want to connect because they go to the fuse. But we've only got 2 points for connection in here, and we need to connect 3 points for getting our blue and white because we don't need to worry about that one. But first of all, I need to remember how to get these bloody switches out. I know there is, and I got shown the trick as well. There's like a little plastic bloody tab in there, and you gotta like, or maybe it's this way I gotta run in. Actually, I think that is it. Bend that down, that should pull out. There we go. Alright, so you, I don't know what to do with you at the moment. That's not needed. What's the standard when if you got a terminal that you don't need at the moment but may need later? Do you just like kind of bend it back on itself and zip tie it? Like, what do you do? Oh, it's gonna push sun. Sun power. Sorry, man, I didn't see the second part of the sentence. Yeah, it's a twin. It's a 250, so it's not a big motor. But you know, the bike's nearly 50 years old, and it'd be absolute dream after working on it for so long to be able to ride it. Nearly at that stage, taking our sweet time getting there, but you know, good things take time. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, will this plug into that? Will plug into there. We know that will, so we can. Oh, we just got to figure out how to get these ones out because these ones are different. There's a cutout down there which makes you think that there's probably something I can like push to pull with the screwdriver. Nope, that's not it. There is a tab in there, but yeah. No, it should be good to ride when we get it to that stage, which hopefully isn't too much longer. Fingers crossed, but yeah, mostly just figuring out how to take apart old switch boxes. Stage them out at the moment, so I can see the screwdriver. I do remember there being something about like ones that you can see the screwdriver in. There's generally a tab you can see as well, but I don't see this tab, this mysterious tab that everyone keeps referring to. But then again, I probably also need glasses. I'm getting to that age. 30 next year, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so I've been working on this since geez, I don't even know when I started this like live stream series thing that we're doing. Would have been, I was after winter. I know that much. I've been doing it for a while. But yeah, like I've stripped down the motor and everything, and I've timed it. I'm pretty sure I've timed it incorrectly, and I reckon like to get this running, it's going to be literally a simple fix, but I figured in the meantime, while I'm like just, you know, recuperating on that and trying to get my patience back for trying to get this motor running, I figured while I'm doing that, like waiting, I'll just get to the wiring part. This is Bella, everybody. We went for a walk this afternoon. It was very hot, so you went for a swim, didn't you? Yeah, and you got mud all over your paws. You are filthy. You're a filthy, filthy dog. You're hungry though. And you're going to get your Christmas gift later. Would you like a bully stick? Oh, that's what I found out today too. Bully sticks. The treat that your dog probably loves. Like the ones that look like they're just made from some part of the cow, just some random part of beef. Yeah, turns out they're dried bull penises. I can't put it any nicer than that. They're literally dried bull penis. So yeah, when you see your dog munging down on a bully stick, just think about that, and it'll make you a little bit afraid, eh? That's but yeah, they seem to love it. So, there's got to be a way to get these bloody wires out. I know there is, because it's old enough that it's designed like a lot of things were back then, that you can fix it. You don't have to bloody. You might have to have a special tool, but it's fixable. It's not like everything that back then was designed to one use and then you got to throw it out. Oh, some things were, not everything. Anyway, I need something small and thin to slip into there, because at the moment I can't get these out. And I reckon it's got something to do with that. We know that much. Or maybe it'll lift it up. Maybe you lift that and pull it. Yeah. But if it just pull really hard on it, just believe in yourself. Oh, nah. That is not achieving anything. There is such a pain in the bum. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I see now. That's the tab that people talk about. I've got to get something real small to get into there though. Oh, and all my precision tools are broken. Oh, can I use a drill bit? Probably. Yeah, the drill bits are thin enough for that. What if maybe probably not going to be hard enough, and it's probably going to taper up too much, but I'm going to try a zip tie. Maybe that will work. Nah, it's just bending. Oh, maybe. I don't believe it. It actually worked. Holy shit! Oh, it did. Zip tie. If you got these bloody connections and they're not wanting to come out, a zip tie down the front. There you go. I'm sure one of you probably already knows that. You just wanted me to figure it out for myself, because you knew it would be rewarding if I did. So thank you for that. Yeah, I'm sure I'm probably just telling you old news there, but I might have to use more than one zip tie though, because they really don't like being used to push hard bits of plastic, eh? They're not designed for it. It's not the purpose of a zip tie. The purpose of a zip tie is to bind things. Wow. Well, we'll keep. That's the beauty of this, is we can still use these afterwards, because it's only the ends of them that are all chewed up. So I can just chuck that back in the bag and use it later. Okay. I know you want to cooperate. A little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, that one. Oh no. It's not. What the fuck is going on? Good question. I'm currently trying to get these old connections, those ones there, that one in particular. Trying to get that out of the switch block. And one of them just snapped. I did the exact same thing I did with the other one, and it broke. Oh well. First you don't succeed, try again. Try this one out. I should probably learn my lesson from that one. That if it's not gonna give within like the first couple of tugs and wiggles, probably stop pulling on it. Yeah. Anyway, so we really do need to get some sort of a thin piece of steel. That's the problem, is when the tools that I have that were that thin, I had to throw out because they started snapping. I had when I was doing the master cylinder on the brakes on this one, I had a very, 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 very unruly circlip that just refused to come out. So I basically had to end up not destroying the circlip and breaking it out. Use Wago wire connectors instead. What are those ones? Wago wire. I would Google it, but like my phone's there. Yeah. Look, I'm trying to get a switch block because the one that's currently wired in, and like I don't want to have to rewire stuff and learn to redo switch blocks and stuff if I don't have to. And I'm also sick, so apologies for that. But I want to try and reuse that one while it's in there. And I think actually I might be lucky here. I might have gotten away with that. No, I didn't. Anyway, yeah. So basically, just master electrician. Actually, that's very helpful. What is it? Wago, like Wagga, but with an O instead of an A. I like that. Yeah. So I've got a wiring diagram. Basically, the long short of it is I've got a wiring diagram that's telling me something completely different. It's for this model bike. It's telling me something completely different to what's in there. Because I think a lot of this wiring's been done at someone's house and they haven't gone colour to colour, which I'm sure as an electrician you've come across before, but yeah, it's kind of annoying, and I really feel for you if you're in that world and like you're trying to match wires up and it's just not working. That's what I'm doing right now. But I'm going to see, I should have a tool remaining. No, I don't. Oh, that's really annoying. I do have this pair of scissors. It's broken, but I don't think it's going to be much more luck with that one. But won't know unless we try. All right, wedge that in there. No, that's not working. Listen to the temper on that bloody disc brake though. Far out. Yeah, so unfortunately, I think I may be stuck until I can get something that's thin enough to get in there so I can pull these bloody things out. No, that's not coming out at all. And that one looks like it's about to not so subtly break on me as well. Far out. There's got to be something around here I can use. I have a whole shed full of crap. There's got to be something I can use to get this bloody thing out. Has to be. Has to be. Maybe it'll cooperate with me now. There's a little bit more space in there. It doesn't want to work, eh? Why did I keep pulling? I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Yeah. These pliers are too big. They are too big for the purposes I need them for, unless we go in like that. Nah. Bugger! Anyway, what we can do, Yamaha this one. what we can do, not that I particularly very much want to. I do have these things, but they're everywhere on this bike, and I've been told that these are not good connections to have. So maybe we'll be looking up these Wago, those ones, you know what I'm talking about, the ones I'll make you said. But we do have a final thing we can attempt. Shield your eyes if you don't want to see Precision Instruments used. Looks very. It's actually, you're pretty much right on the mark. It's 79. It's a 79 Yamaha XS. This one. So it probably looks very 80s because it was just before the turn of the decade. So yeah, but if you don't want to see a Precision Instrument being used for the wrong thing, you should probably look away now. It's like the thinnest piece of steel I have at this point in time. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It doesn't really fit in there anyway. It's not because I decided to not do it. 1100, nah, 250 this one. It's it looks, I know it doesn't look like a 250, but it is a 250. Actually, I should confirm that because there's a lot of things I've been told about this bike, like, oh, the wiring's good. That turned out to not be true. Yeah, XS250. 79. It's got Australian Motor Vehicle Certificate. And that's cool old badge. So there's probably a bit of history in this one. It did have the original tyres when they got changed out. So Wago Y connectors should fit, and just copy the connections. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be real good, because I tried. It didn't really work. Don't go chasing shadows over here, please. That's my dog. She loves chasing shadows. But yeah, all this effort for what? To ride it. What do you mean for what? It's to ride it. Why else would I put all this effort in? Yeah, it's my first motorbike that I've ever bought, so don't know why I bought a project bike, but I did. And you know, 3 months later, here we are, still working on the project bike. So you do it for the love of it, don't you? Like, I've learned a lot doing this, and I'm still learning so much doing it. I'm learning how frustrating it can be to try and fix a motor, and was that working on a bike you don't even know the model, lol. Yeah, I do. I just read it out. It's in there. It's an XS250. Anyway, I've learned a lot about, you know, working on bikes, and again, how frustrating it can be to have your motor sort of going, and then it just decided to stop. And I think it's probably was an electrical issue when it came down to it. But all the ignition coils and stuff have been changed. The clearances on the valves have been checked. I'm just pretty sure the timing's wrong. Pretty sure the timing's wrong on it. So, yeah. So, may end up that I actually get someone to look at this wiring too while I'm at it, because I've gotten to the point where the things that I could fix and I could make, you know, better, I have. And now I'm getting to stuff where it's getting a little bit too finicky that I might have to outsource it. So, it's tricky. It's tricky. I'm going to try this bloody zip tie trick again, because it kind of worked once, and you know, just not deciding to work again. It can't be a fluke like that. I mean, I do have a bench grinder. I can just grind down a piece of steel to fit in here, and I might actually end up doing that instead of breaking more connections. I'm gonna do that with this. I got it. Get a Stanley knife and cut it down. Wherever I put it, there it is. But yeah, points. Contact points. Not points. Fucking contact breaker. The spinny thing. I don't really know. It's attached to, you probably know when I said contact breaker, but it's the one that's attached to your camshaft, it spins around and it causes the spark. I'm really poor at explaining it because I'm still learning a lot of stuff about motors. But I'm just hoping if I trim this down, it should be able to get that in to that plastic. All we got to do is just push the metal down just a little bit. Yeah. But apparently, yeah, no, you're right. UK. Actually, apparently these are big in the UK, the XS250s. Because I'm on a couple of pages and there's a lot of dudes from England and Scotland and all that ride around on 250s. Big in the UK and I want to say Thailand. I think it's Thailand. It's one of the countries north of us. It's either Thailand or Malaysia. It's one of the two there, but they're big on it too. And I'm not saying that from like they look the same. I'm saying that from like it's in the same area. I'm 99% sure that Malaysia and Thailand are they're not next to each other. They're pretty close though. You probably didn't even think I was thinking that until I said that. Yeah, anyway, I had DT 250 many years ago. Yeah, no, I like it. I like working on it. Like I was saying before, I've learned a lot from working on this. Particularly the part I'm coming to now, the learning curve I'm coming to now, I suppose, is that you gotta know when it's time to ask for help, which is a good metaphor for life. But yeah, so. But apparently the whole thing smells like BS. I'm pretty sure he's left the stream, so I just said that for no reason. This should come out now. You can come out now, buddy. Come on. Goodness gracious. Now, why are we being the way that we are being right now? It pains me so. Yes, this is the thing. We've got to try and I can go in the bin. That one's bad. We've got to try and shim it in from the other way to try and get this bloody. That one's you're going the wrong way, pal. You got to go up. Okay. Maybe I need to get underneath. Make a bit more space. Put the slide in. I don't think that worked. Oh, actually that might have. I don't believe it. Reuse, recycle. I'm going to use the power of caring for the environment. To salvage this part. Please. Because I don't want to have to go buy more stuff. We spent enough money on this bike as it is. No, I don't think that's going to work. Well, can't say I haven't given it a good red hot crack. I just don't have pliers that are small enough to get in there. Yeah. I think I might have to end the stream there. Because I did say I was only going to stream for a little bit. I need to go make dinner. I still got to work tomorrow. I know, boo. Who works on a Christmas day? I do. And my phone's on very low battery. Actually, how low the battery is it? 18%'s not bad. Yeah, so we know for next time that I need to work on getting myself a thin, tiny metal strip that can slip into here. Or maybe I can just help it along with the screwdriver. Because there's a metal tab in there. I don't know if you can see that. You can see where that Where the zip tie. Where the zip tie is sitting, that is where the tab is, but the tab is made out of the same material that these connections are made out of. So plastic's a little bit softer than metal. I like $12 a box. Get double connectors. I will do that, actually. And where do you get them from? Just an auto shop? Or is it got to be specifically like a... far out. I've been to Super Cheap a lot to buy stuff. And so far, I've been quite lucky with this bike, truth be told, because so far I haven't had to replace a whole lot of original parts. Ooh, I feel like that's wiggling a lot more than it did before. No, maybe it was my mind playing tricks on me. But yeah, Amazon or electrical shop, yeah, too easy. And you can use them on motorbikes, is what you're saying. I'm sure that's what you're saying. I just want to clarify because I have a tendency to assume things sometimes, and my assumptions can turn out to be very wrong. So it's best to ask the question while I can. Yeah, I'm going to be fighting with this thing till next year, apparently. Let me just put a little bit of pressure on this steel. I'm pretty sure it's steel. Is it working? Oh, hold on. Well, why don't I think of this? If that's worked, I'm going to eat my shoe. Oh my goodness. If that's worked, I'm going to feel very, very silly. I don't think it's worked. Go on. Go on. Oh, no, I don't think it worked. Oh, what I thought was I'd just push into it and then they're good for up to 600 volts. All right, okay. Well, I'm going to have a look at that. What? Waggo. However you say it, Waggo Connections. I'm going to end it there because I'm hungry and my phone is low on battery. But yeah, thank you all for popping by. Hopefully next time I do a stream, I'll actually have some progress. There was a tiny bit of progress, but not as much as I would have liked there to be. But I will see you in the next one, hopefully with some connections, and I'll try and have a look at this over Christmas before my next stream so that it's not such a cluster next time we're on, and hopefully we can just test everything. That'd be good. But yeah, I'll see you around, and cheers. Bye.